Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I really do appreciate you all for being here today. I hope your week is fantastic. I hope this video finds you in great health. Guys, a few weeks back, the owner of this brand that's been getting a lot of talks on social media, City Rhythm, the owner there, Niles, reached out to me. He said, hey man, I really think that you would enjoy my fragrances. If you don't mind, I would like to send you a couple samples. I said, yo, let's do this. And here we are. I'm here to give you my first impressions and thoughts on Miami in Manhattan. Stay tuned. After the intro, we'll bust these fragrances open and I'll let you know what I think. Stay tuned. All right, before we get started, a couple things. If you're new here, my name is Dave. This is Calisgroomroom right here. We talk about all things men's grooming related, especially the wonderful world of fragrance that is the ultimate accessory to your wardrobe. If this type of content sounds interesting to you, do me a quick favor. Like the video if you like what I have to say today. Comment below if you heard of City Rhythm, if you tried any of their offerings. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. All right, guys. So like I said, Niles was cool enough to send these fragrances to me. I don't really know Niles that well or anything. He and I have talked a couple times, but I don't really know him that well. Seems like a good dude. You know, I've seen him around. He's very active in social media and things like that. So he's really passionate about his brand. I could tell he cares a lot about his consumer base and everything. So that speaks volumes, especially when you're a small indie house trying to make a name for yourself in this growing community. So it is very hard to get your name out there. And it seems to me, in my opinion, from what I've been observing, is that Niles is really trying to do things right, getting his name out there, getting his fragrances out there. So I commend him for doing all of that. But that all is irrelevant because what does the juice smell like? That's the important thing. So really like these cards that he sends out. Very nice touch there. As you can see, I don't play cards because that was awful. But anyway, Manhattan. So this is what your full presentation bottle looks like. I have samples here, but that's what the full bottle looks like. Cylindrical bottle. From what I understand, it's a magnetic cap. That's what Manhattan looks like. And then we have Miami, Tropical Seduction. That's what you're packaging there. Again, cylindrical bottle, magnetic cap, from what I understand there. And the same idea here. You have a story on the back of the fragrance and everything. And then the note breakdowns here. We're going to cover Manhattan first because that seems like it's going to be more up my street. When I think of Manhattan personally, the first thing that comes to mind is Madison Square Garden. I've seen Pearl Jam there 5 times, and just something about the experience of seeing a concert there is like none other. I love Manhattan also for shopping, of course. So for Manhattan, the notes here, in the top, we have bergamot, cinnamon, violet leaf. In the mid or the heart of the fragrance, we have tea, incense, labdanum. Very interesting note structure so far. In the base, we have tobacco leaf, vanilla, cedar, and vetiver. Really nice. I think that's going to be more my taste. So we're going to go Manhattan first. Here it is, Manhattan. We're going to give it a couple sprays on skin, not on paper. Come on. Not on paper. You guys know how I roll. All right. These are Extrait de Parfum concentration, 50% oil concentration, very oily. Very nice, very interesting too. So I definitely get that fresh blast of bergamot up top. Very citric, very bright, very effervescent. Then I'm hit with this smooth cinnamon. So it's a smooth spice that's going on here. Almost fresh in a way. The violet leaf is adding a darker floral component here from what I'm smelling. Not overly floral though. It's there, but it's not making a big deal of itself. It's not like I'm here and I'm the star player. So I think for those of you that are not a fan of florals, you're not going to be offended by this. Speaking of offensive, this seems like speaking of offensive, that was a real good thing to say. This is very inoffensive. This so far is very like an easy wearable fragrance. It's very pleasing. It's very, fresh with that opening, but then there's that slight hint of spice. A darker floral component is there. Now I'm experiencing the tea. The tea and the bergamot are playing very nicely together here. It's also, the tea is also adding an herbaceous feel to the fragrance. Really, really interesting stuff here. Very unique. I like that about this fragrance, that it's not sort of reminding me of other things that I already have. So it's very much saying, hey, would you mind like adding me to your collection, dude? So in the base, I'm experiencing more of a woody feel than anything. So I'm going to attribute that to a combination of cedar and vetiver. I'm not experiencing vanilla here. There is a green quality here. That could be coming from the tobacco leaf. This is really nice. Definitely evening appropriate, you know, if you get that serious with your fragrances. For me, I would just wear this on a cool day. I would wear this casually. I would dress this up in a suit and tie. This doesn't scream sophistication to me, like you have to wear a suit and tie, but I dress up all my fragrances just because I'm like that. I really like the tea quality here. I really like what that note is doing. I quite enjoy that herbaceous feel. I like this. I really do like this. I enjoy this. This is really nice. This has sort of a mass appeal factor, but it's not mass appealing. So in order to have that make sense, I'm going to explain that to you like this. When you wear this and put this on your skin, others around you are going to enjoy it, but it's not going to be one of these fragrances that's mass appealing, like it reminds you of blue style fragrances and things of that nature. This is really nice. I really like what Niles did here. I like this idea, and this combination of notes play really, really well together. I love the balance here. You don't have notes really competing with each other here. So I'm liking what I'm smelling so far. Let's give Manhattan a rest. Let's move over to Miami Tropical Seduction. Here we go. Miami Tropical Seduction. Obviously, we're going to go on my left arm. If I could see. There we go. Ooh. Oh, man. This is really good. Really bright, too. So this one, we have lime, coconut, saffron, jasmine, ylang-ylang, osmanthus, rum, ambergris, and cedar. Ooh, very bright and creamy. So the coconut, there is definitely, you can detect coconut, but again, it's not really loud. I get definitely more lime, and it's more of a fresh, semi-sweet. So semi-sweet, a little bitter lime. I quite enjoy that. There's this creaminess coming from that coconut. And you could definitely tell there's coconut, but like I just mentioned, it's not, you know, really pronounced here. It's more of a subdued version of coconut and nothing suntan lotion like. And that's a good thing because I don't like suntan lotion smelling fragrances. I don't even like putting suntan lotion on because of that reason. You have to wear it though when you're in the blazing heat. You got to wear it or else you're going to look like a rock lobster. Not to quote the B-52s or anything. Oh, this is really nice. This rum here is a very smooth rum. I really like the way that these are blended. You could tell that there was time in here. There was some creative thought that was put into this. It wasn't just like, let's smush a bunch of ingredients together and hope for the best. There was a lot of time and effort that went into this, and I appreciate that. And that says a lot, especially when you have a new brand out there that's trying to make a dent in the community. It can be quite complicated because of how fast this community is just growing and exploding. It's really hard to kind of make yourself known and have a strong presence like he's having, but I can now understand why, and I can understand why so many people are enjoying these fragrances. This is very nice. Matter of fact, surprisingly, I'm digging this more than Manhattan. Manhattan smells nice. Manhattan's a nice fragrance. I love that tea quality in this. That tea is what I'm getting, mainly that combination of tea, and I believe it was bergamot. Yeah, and there's a subtle, I definitely still get that violet leaf here. There's a spicy quality that I'm going to say is that combination between cinnamon and that incense here. So it's a really nice fragrance, but I'm really drawn to this. Man, this is so good. I'm really shocked. But Miami Tropical Seduction is really what's doing it for me. I would say if I had to rate these, I would give Manhattan a 6.5. It's a solid fragrance. It's a good fragrance. I think it's easy to wear. It's pleasant. I think others around you will enjoy the way that you smell. There's nothing offensive, challenging, or off-putting here. I'm just more drawn to Miami Tropical Seduction. I can't believe that. I keep saying it, and I'm like, I don't get it, because, you know, bright fragrances, summertime, like freshies and stuff like that, while they're great and I enjoy them, they're just not my favorite. The darker fragrances, the more oriental fragrances, those are really up my street. I do believe that's because where I live, we experience 6 months of cool or cold weather, opposed to, you know, high summer heat. So we experience a lot of cold weather, and that's what I would think Miami is suited best for, cooler, colder climates and temperatures. Really nice. I really like that. I'm going to hold firm at my 6.5. This one here, I would say this is a 7.5, 8. This is a really, really, really good fragrance. I quite enjoy Tropical Seduction, especially a night out. I could just see this being a huge hit. Not a room filler, but just in the air, out and around people in a crowd. This is an attention getter right here. This, if you guys are looking for that bright sort of fragrance with that nice rum kind of feel in combination with that coconut like I mentioned, and you are looking for compliments on a night out, this is what you want right here. I say, for me personally, like I always say, sample these first so you can pick up samples. Of course, I'm going to link all of Niall's stuff in the info box, description box below, so definitely check that out. These are two solid fragrances. I enjoy Tropical Seduction more. Like I said, 7.5, 8 here, Miami Tropical Seduction, 6.5 for Manhattan. Solid start to the brand, Niles. Really love what you're doing over there. Keep up the great work, my man. I think the future looks pretty damn bright for City Rhythm. All right, guys, that concludes today's first impressions video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please, if you wouldn't mind, if you like what I do here, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I would sincerely appreciate that. It goes a long way, and it does help the channel out in ways that you may not even understand. But if you do that for me, I just want to let you know that I appreciate you. I'll be back soon, guys. But until that time comes where you see me again, just do me another favor. Love each other. Take care of each other. Respect everyone. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Peace.